Welcome back to Bostin British Fittle, where Maggie and I aim to bring you as many varieties of different British foods as we possibly can. Today we're doing a Devonshire summer celebratory cake known as harvest cake. This mixture is a mix of bread, apples, sultanas, coated in a custard-like mixture, left to cool and then baked to leave a beautiful golden crust. Like many counties in Great Britain, there was always a celebration around harvest time. Celebration of all the foods coming in and all the crops that had gathered. Usually a big event was held. They still do it in America as they do here, in a village hall, and some of the fruits and labours of that harvest would come in and be made into different items, including this, which comes from Devonshire, which is located here, just north of Cornwall. Now, this particular one is known as harvest cake. So for this recipe, you're going to need 8 slices of white bread, half a pint or 300 millilitres of milk, 2 large cooking apples, 1 lemon, 2 eggs, 3 ounces or 85 grams of brown sugar, 2 ounce or 50 grams of shredded suet, 2 ounce or 50 grams of currants and raisins, and finally some spread or butter. Okay, so here's my apple. They're peeled and cored, and I've decided to use slices for mine. You can chop it up finer if you wish. Here's the rind of my lemon, and here I've decrusted and buttered all the bread. Buttered on one side. So you need a pie dish about this big. We're going to take slices of bread and line the pie dish as best as we can, covering every sort of surface area. It doesn't matter if you go over some of the bread slices as you're doing this, as long as you try to cover as much as you can. Now you'll find that you won't use all the bread. So there you go, very rough. I know there's gaps, but if you really want to, you can slice off bits of bread to plug those gaps. But it's roughly like that. I've got a couple of slices left. You may have 3 slices left, which is pretty good. Then you're going to need to take a bowl, and into that we're going to put the apples, the suet, and the sugar, the raisins, and the lemon peel. We're going to give that a good mix, and then once it's mixed together, you put it on top of your now bread and buttered pie dish. Okay, right, I've put it in. As you can see, I've spread the suet and the sugar and the raisins and the lemon rind as much as I can with all the apples. I've got a couple of slices of bread left, so I'm just going to cover the top with those. like so. If you feel like you haven't got any, you haven't covered enough, obviously just butter yourself as many more slices as you feel you need. We're going to put that to one side, and then next take the milk, pop it in a bowl, add your 2 eggs. No shell, thank you. Oh, you do your best to not get any shell in, and what happens? Well, okay, so they're all added. Yuck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to beat that egg and milk together, and then once it's beat and it's mixed very well, we're going to pour it on the top of the fruit, the bread pudding, harvest pudding that we've got, but we'll get to that shortly. Okay, the eggs and milk are mixed together so they look like a custard type colour, and we're going to pour that on the top. And make sure it covers as much of this pudding as I can, including the pieces of bread on top of it. I'm going to try and coat everything if I can. Oh, that looks good. Excellent. Okay. Right, so resembles something like that. Then what you need to do is you need to take it and cover it and put it in a cool place for 2 hours. So it's 20 past 8 now. We'll come back to it at 20 past 10. Okay, it's now pretty much 20 past 10. My pudding has soaked up all that egg and milk, and well, as you can hear, I've set my oven to 180 degrees centigrade. That's 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. And then we chuck it in. Now we come back in an hour, so that'll be around 11:15 to see the result. Hi guys, before we go any further, please don't forget to follow, like and subscribe my YouTube channel to get updates on all the other British foods I'm going to try. And if you can think of any other British foods that I might like to try, go on to my Blue Sky account, bostinbrickfittle.bluesky.social. And don't forget to also check out my Instagram page for all the British foods that I'll have tried, and you can see all the images on there. All right, thanks very much and enjoy the rest of the video. Okay, it's been just under an hour, and I'm going to give it a check. I think this is done. There is my harvest pudding. And doesn't it look amazing? Okay, we're going to give some of this harvest cake a try. So I've got some of the crust, some of the apple, some of the egg mixture. The taste of the apple comes through as soon as it hits my tongue. Beautiful, sour. Not overly sour apple that went down there, and with the mix of the sugar it's perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. I'm going to try another bit. I'm going to try a bit without the apple to get a taste of the flaky cake like mixture. So it's crunchy, like a custard flan. Not overly sweet, which is nice. and baked perfectly. It's not burnt, which is nice. So I'm going to have a bit more of the apple. And I'm going to throw on some of the sultanas this time. Whoa. Almost lemony. But so smooth, like a custard flan, just creamy, delicious, gone down really well. And the sultanas top it off. So we're going to separate the sultanas so we can see what the puppa thinks. What does the puppa think? Okay, here's some of the harvest pudding with a blackberry in there. And we'll see what Papa thinks of it. What do we think, Papa? Oh, she knows it's food. Go on then, Papa. What do you think? Oh, delighted. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's like, oh, God, that smells good. Tail's still going. That's definitely a winner. Well, welcome to Devonshire.